Alright. Tried to record this before, but apparently I couldn't get the settings right to, oops, don't want to do that too much. To, view the files as MP3 videos. But couldn't convert it, so I guess I'm going to have to stream it and then export it later. I won't have the chat up. I just got my OBS to work properly, and I'm going to share some news with you. And it's been bugging me ever since 2012. And what it is this mutual rules thing that FCC has set out for us. And I don't agree with it. Not many people do. And I'm going to list the reasons why. But first, I want to suggest a few things. Number one, we believe in the rights of freedom everywhere. In cases of gaming, lifestyles, and of course, matters of opinion. And there's a whole variety out there that's hating on the fact or topic of freedom. FCC is included in that list. So, I can't get into much detail because we already know what's going on. And if you don't already, let me show you. There is a bar right here that signifies that they're going to try and put a censorship up on this whole entire ordeal. They want to try and pass this bill to control the internet and how it works. Well, I don't want to view an echo, so I'm going to put this right here. There. And the continuous bill represents how they want to control the World Wide Web. I, for one, do not stand for this, because I do not want to see people outraged than what they already are. There's been so many people complaining about slow internet already to let this happen. There's been so many people who have full control of their internet to even let kids see what's beyond PG. There is people out there raging already about the full control or content that has been streaming out all through the web altogether. Here's my issue. And I'm going to say it as nice and clean as I possibly can. Number one. This goes to the FCC, by the way. As adults, when we are parents, we have the ability to know what we're checking. And we have the authority of that ability to block all content from kids ever viewing them. That is over PG. And we do not like the fact that we are going to put up with the controlled space of our environment to know for a fact that we do not control what we do. I say it like this because there has been a list of many things that they are asking for. Let's see what number one was. This is the company that has been advertising all over Twitch. I'm not so sure if it was advertised all over YouTube, but we'll get to that in a moment. They go through steps. Do we like the internet? Great, we do too. A lot. And then they get into full details about what's going on and how they were planning on controlling the internet from where they're sitting. If they pass this bill, things could go downhill very quickly. And, whoops, if I can move my mouse over. And this bill should not be passed because people like their freedom to do and say what they wish. And seeing as how there's been a lot of debate about this since 2012, no, this is not new, because this happened before. And by the way, kudos on how to use David Tennant smashing the loading screen. That was brilliant. So what do I do now? Well, same thing that I'm doing as of yet, expressing my opinion. But yeah, if you want to, go ahead, tell them why the FCC should not do this. But I'm just going to do it plain and simple because I don't like clicking things that I don't want to. And it just leads to risky business. But anyway, so that being said, whoops, my mouse is in the wrong place. And there we go. So here's a list of the FCC. If you are so afraid that you're not getting paid because of the ads that are being blocked by ad block, well, that's because you're going through the wrong channels. Yes, before you speak, don't call me a hypocrite, because I know I'm using ad block right now, and I know you've seen that through my window. But guarantee this, there's one thing that I, do so far as to not be hypocritical, and this is me not being hypocritical. The reason why we use ad block is because ads these days are overdoing themselves. One, they're too annoying. Two, they have dangerous content inside. If you were to click on, a lot of things could pop up wrong. One of them being is fraudulent FBI tabs that keep popping up, and yes, I read this on Facebook. Follow me now. All of those things keep popping up, and not one person can control how to handle that. So the safest way they figure to do that is through ad block. Now there are many places out there that you can publish safer ads and not deal with that mumbo jumbo, and you can still use ad block. If YouTube were so wise to do that same thing, which sooner or later they will, guaranteed they would. And as for the FCC, well, I'm not so sure. But they don't have much faith in humanity enough to actually let us be. So every time this bill comes up, things like this tend to happen. And let me show you something else. And this is the reason why I'm bringing it up right now. If I were to click my chat and pop up my emojis, I can click every single one of these right now. Put that down and hit send. Neither one of them wants to work. Why? It's because that thing right there, all emojis went on strike. Twitch went on strike. YouTube might have went on strike. Boogie2988 stated that ad revenue will be moving to a newer and better place. Where that might be, we don't know. And the YouTube community is not getting paid enough to oversee such things. Again, not really a problem. You see, this all could have been prevented if people went through the right channels. If you went to a safer community to publish your ads, and AdBlock would have let them through. But if not, AdBlock will be AdBlock blocking unsafe ads. You see, the people who actually worked on AdBlock saw this coming. And, well, they got tired of the same thing we got tired of and decided to do something about it and help out their community, which is a part of our community, to do that same thing. Now, if you wanted to advertise, go through safer channels, do something without having to deal with this all the time. If you don't have that much faith in humanity, you don't have much faith in yourselves to do the right thing. But I'm suggesting you do. Stop putting this up. Stop trying to pass it. No one's going to want this. Not even you. Because once this gets passed, more people will be outraged. And you won't want that. I've been keeping my cool so far, and I believe I've been doing a pretty good job up till today. I've been cussing, I've been swearing, been pretty good so far. Doing pretty good so far. So, my advice to you is to stop letting this happen, and we'll be on our merry way. A lot of people would be happy without having controlled environments. If you want something to control yourselves. Stop trying to take over the internet. I'm King Willix. I hope you guys voiced your choice. See you again next time. Peace out.